I made almost $5 a day selling Jordan on eBay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JMac Sports Cards. My name is Jason. Thanks for tuning in to another video. So, hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and everyone is looking forward to moving into the new year, 2023, which will be coming right around the corner. So, I've been personally going through, and as many of you are going through and looking at, reflecting back on 2022, one of the things I'm doing right now is going over what sold the most, what was the best-selling thing in 2022, because I think that's interesting to most people. So I want to also say I've been getting a lot of good feedback from you all in the community. Thank you for all of the interaction and everyone who's been chiming in. A lot of you have been enjoying the change of the direction of the channel, of doing just more talking about the reselling end and the dealer side of reselling sports cards. And anyone can relate, reselling whatever you're selling, reselling collectibles, reselling knickknacks, right? So this is a broad-based topic, so you could take principles that I use here in sports cards, apply them to whatever you're reselling, right? So doesn't matter. But the reason I did this is because I was watching a lot of sports card content and I was getting really, really bored, and I would have to click off videos, and it's just a lot of regurgitated content. So my challenge is to sports card creators
talking to you.
Don't be like everybody else. Do something different. Do something unique. Do something that's interesting.
Oh, don't be boring.
I'm doing this stuff, and I know this is stuff, the videos I'm doing now is stuff I would go out and watch. If you make a video and you go back and watch it and you wouldn't enjoy going back and watching it, then that right there will tell you why your views aren't that great. So do something on YouTube is my challenge into 2023 for content creators. YouTube, whatever platform you're on, do things and make content that you would want to see. One more thing before we move along. I did mention, I was talking about things you need to scale up on eBay. One thing I remembered that I didn't show was a scale. You really need a scale to properly weigh your packages, because if you're guesstimating, those packages might come back to you and not get to the person who purchased them on time. You got to pay more postage. It can get lost in the mail. There's a lot of bad things that happen if you don't do the weights appropriately on your postage. So make sure you get one of those as well. Again, all the stuff I use is linked in my videos going forward. I'm going to add that to the list, and they're Amazon affiliate links. So if you use them, I appreciate the support. Today, we're going to look at my best-selling line item in all of 2022, and that is going to be no other than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I made almost $5 a day selling Jordan on eBay, and that's after fees. So, you're not going to get rich on that, but that's one player out of the hundreds, if not thousands of players that of cards that I sell, and Jordan sells really well. So I want to go over and I want to show you that data, show you the Jordans that sold for the most, and then right on down the list, and you can see the averages, and we'll break it all down. So let's jump into it. So jumping on over here, this is over on eBay. I wanted to kind of kick it off by showing you, took a hiatus. I got the listings up to over 1,700, and then I took a few days off here for Christmas. I want to say my wife and kids, they also helped. What we're doing now is we're organizing all my inventory, getting ready for a listing marathon, which will begin very shortly, probably later this week and on into the first week of 23. I'm going to go crazy listing, so stay tuned. But yeah, right now we're currently at 1,740 listings. So of those 1,740, 140 of them are in Michael Jordans. Well, I don't know what the math is on that. Little less than 10% are Jordans. I list every Jordan I have, and I make those priority. When I get into inventory, I list Jordan, because he is the absolute true GOAT of NBA basketball, and it proves itself out here in sales as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show that before we got into the data where I'm showing you the sales from last year. These aren't what sold. This is what I got listed at present. But I just wanted to point that out before we jumped into it. Anyway, when you're over on your seller hub, you can filter down on a specific year. You know, you could do 1978 tops. You could do a person, a player, whatever. Video. I downloaded 2022 sales down into a Excel spreadsheet form, and I use Google Sheets. I massaged the data, got it all down to Jordan, and took out all the fluff of the spreadsheet, and so I could home in on Jordan here. And so I'll go over to the spreadsheet. I was just saying that to show you, here's all the cards, and you can visualize a lot of them. A lot of them are just single. Most of them, 95% of them are singles. There were a couple sets that sold. These are these 24 karat gold sets. I bought a Jordan collection earlier this year. All those sold. You can see they all sold for 30 plus. I bought that collection for $400. I'll show you one. This 24 karat gold sold for 58. You can see this 22 karat gold sold for 172. I netted 126. So a recent purchase was I bought a few sets at this past Arkansas show. If you remember this 95-96 Topps Finest Mystery with Jordan in it, I bought it for $45. I sold it for 161. I netted 119 on this, so did really well on that and stuff like that. So here's more of the 23 karat gold. So that collection was one of my better purchases. The Jordan collection with all the 23 karat collectible stuff was one of my better purchases this year. So anyway, let's jump over to the spreadsheet. All right, so here we go. So this is just that listing sales report that I was talking about, and then this is the titles of what sold. The biggest card sold was this Jordan Star Quest. I think it was like a 3-star or something. There's different levels. This is actually one I wish I probably well, I would say it's probably down from this. It sold for $400. I netted $329 on it. It's probably down from there, but it is a fairly rare low pop Jordan insert. I'm really trying to build. Also, at the same time, selling all this Jordan, I am keeping a couple Jordans, nice Jordans. That's one I wish I actually would have kept. Can't Cry for Spilt Milk, it was the biggest sale, so it contributed quite a bit to the bottom line here. And then, like I said, that 22 karat sold for 170. We just looked at that. So I netted 126 on that. And so you can see, so over on this side is the net sales. This is what I netted after all fees, after all shipping, after all selling costs, after most of the stuff. You can see this row right here is if I promoted it. Most things I promote, but there are some that didn't get promoted, still sold. Essentially, I go in and I promote every buy it now listing for at least for 3% in most cases. I just stick it at 3%. Most time it tries to get you to do it at 5 to 7%. I'm not going to give up that much of the pie to eBay, so 3% is about my max. Sometimes I'll do 3.5% if something has been sitting for a while. Only 4 cards over 100, and then lots in the 20 to 70 range. This is net. They sold from 80 to 25. So lots of sales of $20 plus Jordans. Lots of quite a few $10, $15. By and large here, guys, these are just base cards, base Jordans, and they sell for on the higher end. And a lot of this is depending on date. When we were in the peak of the market, some of these base Jordans were selling for $8. Early in 2022, I should say. And some of these are graded too, like PSA 8s, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of base cards sell between $4 or $5, $2 to $5. So you can see this is net, but they sold for item sales $3, $2. So if I can get, like, I worked a deal with the guy earlier this year where it was 40 Jordans and like 25 Shaqs and a bunch of other inserts and stuff like that. And I traded him I think it was a Gabe Davis PSA 9. It was a Prism, I don't remember, or Optic Blue, something like that. I gave him that, and he gave me some cash and all these Jordans and so Jordans and Shaqs, and I've been selling them for over $1. If it gets under $2, then I'm making around $1, or right on down to at one. Basically, I won't sell a card under 150 because I'll pretty much be breaking even on it. So I got to get 150 plus on everything I'm selling. So, but you might think that's nickel and diamond, but you get down here into the nuts and bolts of it, and so total sales were $2,400, almost whatever the math on that is, a couple $100 a month. Total sales, it netted 1,700. So if we do that by month, let's just say 1,700 divided by 12, making $141 per month on Jordan, right? Selling Jordans, averaged $464 per day selling Michael Jordan cards. That's what I netted. I mean, a lot of them I was into them for nothing after they came. A lot of them came from collections I've already broke even on, so these are all gravy at that point. So you know, this is the way to do it, guys. Buying bulk and buying collections.
This is the way.
And making sure it's got the key right players like Jordan, like Tom Brady, like Steph Curry, like Wayne Gretzky, like in baseball, Derek Jeter, you know, these kind of guys. If you buy collections in their bulk that are heavy in these types of players, market conditions don't matter. These are the kind of players that are always going to have people collecting them. Testify. A lot of these Jordan, I'm assuming there's a lot of people that are trying to get one of every Jordan base, because I have repeat buyers. Anyway, I thought this would be interesting, and I thought you guys would be interested in what sold the best over on eBay. eBay for me, as far as quantity wise, you can see some of these I have bulk listed. Like this one, I sold 5 of them. There you go, guys. Hope you're enjoying the content. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to help out the algorithm. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great new year going into this new year. Deuces.